Now turn to your mind and spirit. Take a moment for gratitude for your consciousness, for your thoughts and feelings that help you navigate the world. And then thank your whole self. Offer gratitude that you have done your best, whatever that means to you. Now let's expand our gratitude beyond ourself. And as you continue to breathe, ask yourself if there's anything or anyone you're feeling grateful for. Ask in your heart, what or who are you grateful for? Is there anyone who is caring for you, showing you care, inspiring you, comforting you? Hold that being. Visualize them. Hold them in the gratitude that you feel. Breathe in that feeling of gratitude and breathe out that gratitude for your loved one. And now expand your thoughts to all the energies in our world, the beauties of nature, for communities, for gifts of life. What on earth are you grateful for? Breathe in that feeling of gratitude, and breathe out gratitude for whatever is on your heart. Take a few more breaths and imagine opening your heart space wide. And at the same time, asking if there's anything else you're grateful for. Your friends, community, faith, connections, love, gratitude for things that you appreciate. It is okay if some of these feelings are mixed with other emotions besides gratitude. Be present to that. Breathe it in. As you continue to breathe, take a moment to hold in your attention all these connections, all these relationships, all these gifts that you are grateful for. Breathe in the gratitude you feel. Breathe out the gratitude across connections, connections of time and space. And as you are ready, as you continue to breathe gently, you can bring your attention back to this time, to your body, to all of us present in this space. You want to do it?
No.
Okay. Abby, can you turn off the downlights, please? So much easier than walking over there and telling her. I hope you don't mind. We gather in encroaching dark, drawing from our shared life the strength we need for our values to be sustained. We gather in this time of stress and uncertainty, drawing from our shared warmth the possibility of gratitude, even amidst the problems and losses of our days. We gather in this week of Thanksgiving, reminding ourselves that grimness leads only one way, and that joy and laughter are essential companions if the world we dream of is ever to be realized. There's a lot of negativity in our world right now, and acts of joy, appreciation, connection, and gratitude are forms of resistance. Gratitude can be very nurturing, especially in challenging times. It doesn't erase our worries or our grief or our anxiety, but it nurtures our spirits and helps us to stay resilient in the face of challenges. So in our time together this morning, let us open our hearts in gratitude for all that is good in our lives and in our world. And there is plenty. We will hear reflections of gratitude by two of our worship associates. But let's start with a beautiful little video by Nemo Patel and Daniel Namod. Oh, the chorus of their song says, "All that I am, all that I see, all that I have been and all I'll ever be is a blessing. It's so amazing, and I am grateful for it all." Enjoy.
You're my life, you're my breath, you're a smile, you're my guest. You're the earth, you're the sun, you're the grass, you are love. You're my hands, you're a bug, you're my eyes, you're a hug. You're the light in the dark, you're the spark, you are fun. You're my mom, you are water, you're the stars, you're my daughter. You're my friend till the end, you're my dreams, you're my father. You're the ants on the ground, the miracles that surround. I'm feeling it all around, the hemisphere in the clouds. You're my pain, you're my sorrow, you're my hope for tomorrow. You're the strength when I'm hollow, you're the path that I follow. You're the blessings that exist, the small things that are bliss. The gift to realize that everything
all that
is a gift.
I am, all that I see, all that I've been, and all that I'll ever be is a blessing. It's so amazing, and I'm grateful for it all, for it all. Grateful for it
You're the
all.
blessings every time I try to count. You're the lessons that I learn every time I turn around. You're the water when I'm burned every time I think I found everything I'm looking for. You're the sign saying stop to take a bow and keep moving forward and start looking towards your heart. It'll open all the doors and only then you'll start to hear the world singing chorus with your mind and heart aligned in purpose. Everything
All
will feel
that I
gorgeous.
am, all that I see, all that I've been, and all that I'll ever be is a blessing. It's so amazing, and I'm grateful for it all, for it all.
Every day I sit and pray cause what I have is more than I deserve or could ever imagine. How do I give back to all of this magic and spread the love so everybody can have it? Doesn't matter if I'm rich or poor, if I got a family or if I'm all alone. Bad things happen, I can just complain and moan, but there's a million things that I can be grateful for.
So I lift up my hands now, and I
exist, the small things that are bliss, the gift to realize that everything is a gift.
That was fabulous. Thank you. We can turn our lights back on. So I have a reflection today. It was difficult to be my mother's daughter. Mother was demanding and controlling, and I never felt her approval. My mother was brilliant. She put herself through college in the late 1930s, graduating from Cal in 1940 with 2 degrees. Post-college, she met my young soldier father. They rushed a planned wedding after Pearl Harbor was bombed, knowing Dad would be shipped overseas. During the war, my mother excelled while working in personnel at the Portland shipyards. After the war ended, she followed the majority of women and quit her job, became a housewife, and raised their 3 children. Despite her drive and ambition, she was a product of her times. I suspect her discontent at her life led her demand her children have productive careers. As I showed only interest in singing or theater, my mother likely despaired I would never have a marketable skill. When I finally completed my Associate of Arts degree in music after 3 years, my mother informed me I would be leaving Sacramento and going to school at the University of Texas in Austin. Upon graduation there, I would be receiving a Bachelor of Music degree bundled with a teaching credential. Period. No arguments. My mother was paying for my education, and I was not consulted nor offered any other choices. Remarkably, I went along with my mother's demands and flew to Texas at the age of 21 to enroll at UT. Unsurprisingly, I dropped out at the end of my first semester. I rejected my mother's financial support. I returned to my pre-Texas job as a minimum wage nurse's aide in a convalescent hospital and wondered what was I going to do with my life. After a while, my mother remarked that I seemed to enjoy my nurse's aide job, so why didn't I become a nurse? I was appalled. Nurses were traditional jobs for women, and I wanted nothing to do with being a teacher or a nurse or any other stereotypical woman's job. However, inside I really loved what I was doing. So I discovered music and theater didn't prepare me for the science classes I needed to become a registered nurse. I diverted from my plan by enrolling in Sacramento City College's vocational nurses program, and within 2 years, I was hired as a licensed vocational nurse at UC Davis Medical Center. After getting into Sac State's baccalaureate nursing program, I became a registered nurse at the age of 28. 10 years later, I completed my Master of Science degree in nursing, and I excelled in my nursing studies and ultimately became a well-recognized advanced practice nurse in the field of pediatric cardiology at UC Davis. I loved my work as a registered nurse, but I harbored a deep, simmering resentment that it had been my mother's idea. My mother developed dementia, and I found working full-time while caring for her was exhausting. After working part-time for about a year, I retired completely in 2013 after 36 years at UC Davis. After my retirement, I began to realize the resentment I held toward my mother blocked me from the gratitude I held. I wish I had recognized earlier how thankful I was for my mother pointing me in the direction of nursing for a wonderful profession and career. I regret I never fully told her what a gift she had given me back when I was 22 or 23 when she suggested I go into nursing. I now realize that although she was a difficult mother, she really wanted what was best for me. Thank you, Mom, for giving me the nudge I didn't know I needed to find a rich and fulfilling career.
Come as the summer turns toward autumn, come as the long night stars climb higher, come as time's unceasing turning wheels us round the harvest fire. So we go from daylight toward the night. So we go, turning on through life. Come as the sun turns bearded barley from soft green to brazen bronze. Come as the sunflowers rest their heads in the peace of sleep while the earth spins on. So we go from daylight toward the night. So we go, turning on through life. So we go from daylight toward the night. So we go, turning on through life. Come as mistakes turn into wisdom. Come as the rash become the sage. Come as the blooms of youth grow into the feast and seed of our autumn days. So we go from daylight toward the night. So we go, turning on through life. So we go from daylight toward the night. So we go, turning on through life.
That was gorgeous. When I was in 4th grade, I had an assignment to write a letter to a family member. My mom suggested that I write to my uncle, Ethan. Now, Ethan and I had never met. Ethan was an eccentric family figure. He didn't live locally. He only spoke occasionally with my grandparents, his parents, and he rarely spoke to my father, his brother, at all. Ethan was something of a black sheep. He had broken from his conservative Christian family to move to the Bay Area in the 60s and then later to Los Angeles. He had many careers, from a successful t-shirt company to a recording studio that recorded early demos for many now famous music artists, to building his own medieval instruments like the hurdy-gurdy and the nyckelharpa, and recording music from centuries ago. What would this man have in common with his 10-year-old niece, a virtual stranger? It didn't occur to me to ask. I just sat down like my mother suggested, and I wrote him a letter. And he responded. He asked all kinds of questions about me and my interests, and a pen pal relationship was born. Over the next 10 years, Ethan and I exchanged letters and then emails. We talked about everything under the sun. When he would go on his music tours in Europe, he would send me mementos and posters from his travels. We developed a close friendship, however unlikely. When I went to LA on a high school trip, he made sure to visit me. A few years after that, he moved back to the Bay Area, and our visits became more frequent. He introduced me to sushi and the Japanese tea garden in the Golden Gate Park. He gave me a book of Rumi poetry, and on the cover he inscribed that if I didn't understand it now, I would someday. I'm still waiting. Perhaps my uncle's biggest impact on me was realizing that there was so much more to this world and spirituality than I had initially learned in my evangelical upbringing. Ethan practiced a religion called Ekankar, and he described that to 12-year-old me as Hinduism without all the gods. He never proselytized, but when I had questions, he would answer them to the best of his ability. He told me about his belief in past lives and reincarnation and forgiveness, and he described his practice of transcendental meditation. Ethan passed away from cancer when I was 20 years old. It's been over 21 years since his death, more than twice the length of our actual friendship. And yet, his influence today is everywhere in my life. Our conversations planted seeds that led me to examine my own beliefs and led me eventually to find my own spiritual path. Because of our friendship, I believe that I am more open-minded than I might have been about practices and customs that are different from my own. One of my sons Ethan has his middle name. And because Ethan recorded one of their earliest demos, the Red Hot Chili Peppers is still my favorite band. To say that I am grateful is an understatement. Ethan's impact on my life is enormous, and I wouldn't be the person I am today without him. When I was sitting next to him as he died, I didn't have the words to tell him that. But I'm older now, and I can look back and I know he knew.
It is now time to receive our offering. Would any children who would like to assist the ushers please move to the back of the sanctuary at this time? Generosity is a spiritual practice, and this congregation has a practice of giving away half of every Sunday's offering to an organization that is working to make a difference in the world. Our community partner for the month of November is the Sacramento Native American Health Center. The center is committed to providing a culturally competent, holistic, and patient-centered continuum of care There are no tribal or ethnic requirements to receive care at the center, which plays a major role as part of the safety net in the Sacramento area, where Medi-Cal benefits leave many people with little or no access to mainstream health care. Thank you for your support to UUSS and to our community partner. Our morning offering will now be given and received. As the ushers come forward, please join in our unison response. May generosity bless our world, and may gratitude nourish our spirits.
Gratitude, ooh, loud. Gratitude, gratitude. Can you hear me, Fred? Okay. Gratitude is a powerful emotion. It seems gentle, but it has a lot of power, and it's important to make gratitude a regular part of our lives. So we've been doing this gratitude service this is our 12th year. And 10 years ago, I read an article to you from the New York Times that described how cultivating an attitude of gratitude has been linked to better health, sounder sleep, less anxiety and depression, higher long-term satisfaction with life, kinder behavior towards others. Wow. It kind of sounds like magic, doesn't it? Because it is. Gratitude heals us, connects us, restores us. It can stabilize us when we feel lost. Not only that, when you express gratitude to another person, it can lift them up as well and spread the magic. However, life doesn't always unfold in ways that allows us to express gratitude at the appropriate time. Or we can have a process or an experience that we're really not ready to express gratitude for, such as Celia's story about her mother. or it may be too late to thank the person that you're grateful for. Or we are young and we don't have an awareness of gratitude. Many reasons why gratitude doesn't always happen in a timely fashion. So for me, teachers come to mind. We don't really often think as children of expressing gratitude to teachers who've made a difference. We might say, thank you, but not the gratitude of how they've affected our lives. I think of my 6th grade teacher who really saw me, maybe for the first time in school, saw me and knew what I needed to thrive. She made a huge difference in my life, and I never really thanked her. Or a math teacher in high school who nurtured my love of math, even though girls and math were not a thing in the 70s. I can think of strangers who I never thanked, like the man who saved all my possessions that had fallen off my roof raft in the middle of the interstate. I never thanked him. I thanked him, but I never really thanked him. So, today, you're going to have an opportunity to express gratitude to someone who's made a difference in your life. It's okay if you don't know where they are anymore, or even if they are alive, or even if you know that they've passed away. You may not even know their name. It could be someone that you knew but never appreciated as much as you would like to have at the time. It could be someone present in your life now, but to whom you have not adequately expressed your gratitude to them. So each of you was given a thank you card when you came in. We're going to take some time today to write a thank you note to whoever it is that you need to thank today. I want you to make sure to write the name of the recipient on the card. And if you don't know their name, just say the guy at the grocery store, right? Some identifying thing. And if you don't have a pen or a card, stay seated just for another minute. If you don't have a pen or a card, there's tables on the sides, and you can find pens and cards there. So we're going to do this differently than our normal rituals here. Each of you will take the time you need to write out your note. So I'm not going to initiate a general coming forward. So I want you to listen carefully to these instructions, and Celia and Courtney are going to demonstrate. So take the time you need to write your card, and then when you're ready, you're going to come forward around the sides and down the front. So Courtney and Celia are going to do this. They've got their cards in their hands. They're coming up the side, and there's people that are already getting up, even though I told you not to do that, which is perfectly fine. Here they come. Oh my gosh, come on, here they come. They're going to walk faster for our demo. They're coming around. And they're going to mail their cards. We have a mailbox here on our altar. And they're going to say thank you as they mail their cards. Say thank you.
Thank you.
And then they're going to return to their seats down the center, either of these aisles. Now, I've asked them to actually be positioned as traffic cops. So if you try to come up this way and put your card in, they're going to say, please use the aisle and go around. If you have mobility challenges, of course, we're open to that, or you could ask your neighbor to bring your card up for you. But let me tell you, the critical thing is write your card, put the name on the front. When you're ready, come around and down. You're going to mail your card, and you're going to say thank you. That's really, really important. You're going to drop your card in the slot, and you're going to say thank you. If you know the person and you think you might want to mail it to them or give it to them, please come up and put your card on this silver tray and say thank you. And you can come back up afterwards, after the service is over, and pick up your card from the tray. If there's cards left that no one picks up, I will mail them just like I will mail all the cards in our mailbox. So let us begin. Cards, pens on the side if you need them. When you're done writing your card, come on up and around the top. Don't forget to say thank you when you mail your card. Don't forget to say thank you. I sound like a parent, don't I? Say thank you, says Mom. somebody came up the front, you didn't. Excellent. Modeling the good thank you. I knew that was going to happen. Just lay it flat, Celia. Celia, lay it flat. Oh, here comes one. Here comes another. Oh. Our mailbox is full. Our hearts are open. And the healing power of gratitude is at work in our spirits. We thank all those who've made a difference in our lives, and may we vow to pay it forward. May our words and thoughts of gratitude filter out into our world through actions and deeds. May we be blessed by our time together this morning. And may the power of gratitude generated here today resonate in us now and in all the days to come.
Please join in singing For All That Is Our Life.
I got it. As we prepare to extinguish the chalice, please join me in speaking our shared intention. We extinguish this flame, but we carry the light, love, and commitment of this gathering into the days to come.
Let's extend our hands out to each other, to our community, to our world. Let's extend our hearts and hands to whoever you wrote on that gratitude card and to all the other people in your lives who have made a difference. May you go forth and be a difference in someone else's life. And now repeat after me. May faith in the Spirit of life, hope for the community of earth, and love of the sacred in ourselves and one another. Be ours now and in all the days to come. Blessed be.